Good afternoon, friends. How are you? Join me live on McBean Immigration TV right now, as well as Facebook. This is my first live stream in which I'm combining my audience from both Facebook um, and YouTube. If you're out there this afternoon and you'd like to be part of this session, yes, here we go. Now I see that folks are coming on. It's very nice to see you. I'm Latoya McBean Pompey, immigration lawyer in New York, working with people all over the world. Thanks for being with me in this session. We have a lot of important immigration news to cover today. A lot of things happened this week, and I tell you, it took hours preparing for today's session because there's so much going on. It's really nice to see everyone together in one forum. Let me see if I can get you all here on my wow. It's all coming in. Godwin, it's good to see you. There we go. Hi there, Nelson, Carlos. For those of you who are watching the replay, you can fast forward, okay? But I just have to greet folks. I'm very excited. This is a new setup for me here, and I'm really happy to see some familiar faces. Hi there. Hi there. Judith, nice to see you. Grace. Cool. I like this. This is exciting. Okay. The comments are just coming in. It's actually going way too fast for me. But it's so good to see you guys. You know, it's nice to be before a super friendly audience. How many of you saw my ABC News interview a couple of days ago about the Haitian migrant border crisis? I did post the link on YouTube. It's in the community, so go ahead, go check that out. ABC News told me on Wednesday as I was prepping, sit back, Latoya, sit back. So I had to sit back. It was so much fun. It was awesome. And I was just really delighted to be able to speak to them about such an important issue. Okay, so we're going to get into the presentation or the broadcast this afternoon. Thank you guys. Thank you. The comments are coming in. Okay, so in this session, friends, a lot of important things that we need to cover. We're going to talk about the Haitian migrant border crisis because I have a very exciting breaking news related to that that I'm going to share. We're also going to talk about pathway to citizenship. What's going on? Where are things with that? What are the Democrats doing? Is this even going anywhere? So we're going to touch on pathway to citizenship and the reconciliation process and the plan B, so to speak, the quote unquote plan B. We'll also talk about, guys, something I came across today that I thought it was important to share with you. And it's Biden's visa ban for Africans. Okay, so we're going to talk about that issue. And then we're going to do an update on the embassy visa backlog because I do have something new to share with you regarding that. And then we're going to do a Q&A at the very end. So hopefully this session won't go too long, maybe 15, 20 minutes, but I want to reserve some time at the end for some Q&A that you guys may have. All right, so let's get into it. And as you're coming on, give me some hearts, likes, comment. For those of you who need immigration legal assistance services, look at McBean Law. Go to our website at mcbeanlaw.com. You may also call our office or text us at 516-866-3900 for a consultation so that we could see how we may be able to help you. Also, follow us on Instagram or follow me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, of course. And okay, excellent. So, friends, let's get into the first issue breaking news regarding the Haitian migrant border crisis. Okay, let me get the chat off the screen here so that hold on one second. Let me get this up. All right. So breaking news, guys. The White House officials are actually reporting that the migrants are gone. Okay, they are no longer They are no longer camped out in Del Rio, Texas, under the bridge anymore. They're gone. Politico just released this breaking news a few minutes ago, indicating that all the migrants are gone from the Texas border camp. And in fact, so they say no migrants remained Friday at the Texas border encampment, where almost 15,000 people, most of them Haitians, had converged just days earlier seeking asylum, the local mayor said. And this is a dramatic change from last Saturday, where the number peaked as migrants driven by confusion over the Biden administration's policies and misinformation that was being shared on social media led them to the border at that time to Del Rio. And so the at the news conference today, the mayor said that called this a phenomenal news. This is phenomenal news. So now you might be saying, well, what happened to them? Where did they go? Right? Where are they? Right? How did this happen? How is it that all of a sudden they're gone? Are they back in Haiti? Were they deported? Are they back in Mexico? Are they here in the United States? What happened to them? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, and this was from a news conference earlier today, and I'm going to just pull up the tweet because it's just easier to see it this way. But according to, hold on one second here, guys. Here it is, right here. Okay. So, according to the Wall Street Journal, 12,000 Secretary Mayorkas, the DHS Secretary, Department of Homeland Security Secretary, reported that since September 9th, now this is the data that he's looking at here, guys, since September 9th, okay, since September 9th, 30,000 migrants have crossed the border. And since September 9th, 12,400 of them were allowed into the United States to have their immigration cases heard before an immigration judge. So, a large majority, based on the data that was shared today, a large majority of them have been released into the United States to appear in immigration court proceedings or before an immigration officer, which they actually have a right to do. As I told ABC News earlier this week, that our laws are very crystal clear on this, that says that if you're physically present in the United States or you appear at our border or arrive at the border, you have a right to apply for asylum. And so, in any event, 12,400 were released into the United States to pursue their case in court. 2,000 were deported so far. 5,000 are being held in CBP's custody, and they could be either deported or released. And 8,000 are reportedly back in Mexico. Now, these numbers may seem a little kind of off, right? Because this is a much larger data pool that the secretary is talking about here, and it is. I don't know why he's done it this way, but this is the data that was shared today, and the Wall Street Journal is reporting out on it. So, so they're not encamped anymore, reportedly at the Del Rio border. Okay. So let's jump onto the next issue. Hold on one second here, and let me know what you think about that. Good news. I think it's good news. It wasn't, safe conditions for folks to be camped out there in under the bridge. Okay. So now let's just jump to pathway to citizenship, and I'm going to be brief on this one. I'm going to be brief, okay? And I'm going to be brief because there are a lot of rumors circulating about what the Democrats are planning next. Yes, some Democrats have come out publicly and tweeted about their plan B and maybe plan C and God knows whatever else they may be talking about, but we haven't seen any concrete proposal quite yet to address creating a pathway to citizenship or lawful permanent residency for 8 million people or more. What we're hearing through reports that came out this week is they're looking to tweak the registry. And I did a shorts about it, so I'm not going to go into a great deal of details here. But essentially, it's an old law that allowed people who entered into the United States before 1972 to be able to apply for a green card, provided that they met some other conditions. And so legislators are talking about changing that date to a much earlier date, to maybe 2007. I've seen 2007, I've seen 2010, 2012. As of this live session, I have not seen anything concrete yet with respect to the actual number. Okay, the actual, not number, but the date. And the date matters. The date matters because if it's in the early 2000s, then it's going to knock out a significant number of people, like dreamers and some others, and essential workers. But if it's from 2007, my understanding is that it will capture it. TPS holders, dreamers. I'm not certain about essential workers. So that's the bigger proposal, or plan B, that I've seen being reported. And there's some other things that are being discussed, but I want to wait and see what they actually present to the Senate parliamentarian. And there's rumors about whether that meeting has happened already or not. There's a lot of confusion out there with respect to what they're really doing. So I will continue to report out to you. But as of right now, in my opinion, it just looks very shady. It doesn't look very concrete and solid. However, one thing I do want to note here is that more congressmen on the Democratic side of the aisle are coming out to say, listen, I will not support reconciliation unless it includes some immigration reform. And that's a big deal, if we see more Democrats saying that, because they need all Senate Democrats, first of all, to support the measure on the Senate side. And then they could only afford to lose just a handful of Democrats on the House side in order for anything to pass. So that's another strategy that I see the Democrats are doing. They're saying, I'm not going to support this reconciliation unless it includes immigration reform. Okay, so that's the short update about the pathway to citizenship. Now let's jump on to Biden's visa ban for Africans. You might be saying, what are you talking about? What visa ban? Where is this coming from? I mean, I really didn't see this reported out. What are you talking about, Latoya? And I'm going to pull up a very thoughtful write-up on this issue that I came across today, actually from the Cato Institute by David Beer, who I follow on Twitter. Okay, so here's what David is arguing here and why this matters. It matters because not too long ago, I reported out to you that starting October 1st, I believe that's the date. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the article here. November 1st. November 1st. Our government will require all travelers coming into the United States to be vaccinated. Okay. And I reported out about how good this news is, because now this opens up countries like India, Brazil, Europe, and others to be able to flow into the United States. But what David Beer has observed here from a data standpoint is the fact that this policy will largely knock out a large group of people, specifically Africans. And the reason for this, friend, and I'm just going to read this paragraph here, his intro paragraph, which does a really nice job summarizing this issue. He says that the Biden administration is planning to roll out a new policy in November that denies the right to travel or immigrate to the United States to anyone in the world who is unvaccinated. It will replace various nonsensical travel bans on Europeans, Chinese, Iranians, Brazilians, South Africans, and Indians. But a majority of the world, or 57%, has not received even a single shot of the vaccines. And only 1.9% of people in low income countries have received at least one dose. This pretty much this includes pretty much the entire continent of Africa. And so he argues in his report here that this is discriminatory. It's, why do this? Don't knock them out. And there's a map here in which I don't think you might be able to see this map. You may have to zoom in here, but on this map, friends, you see Africa in the middle there, and it's, not a lot of shade to the countries there. And that's because the vast majority of Africans have not even been vaccinated yet. And so this is an issue. Okay. And so I'm bringing this to your attention because, although it's good news that we're opening up again, but it's with this condition that will impact people who are trying to come in from Africa. Now, the question that I have for David, when I may respond to a tweet, ask him this on Twitter, is, the numbers immigrating into the United States from Africa is typically lower, obviously, which is why the DV lottery is so important to African countries. But nevertheless, I wanted to bring this to your attention because the Biden administration need to do something about this one. Now let's jump to the embassy visa backlog issue. So the embassies around the world, as you all know, are significantly backlogged, right? People are waiting. A significant number of people are waiting for their visa interviews. And so each month, the National Visa Center issues its report about the number of people who are actually waiting for an interview and the number of interviews that have already been scheduled. And in their recent report, which is the September report, it may appear that there's some good news, right? Like things might be getting better with this. But in actuality, guys, let me just pull this up for you. This is the September report. Okay. And according to the September report, 516,000 people were qualified and ready for an interview to be scheduled for September. But the number of interviews that were actually scheduled in September was less than the number of interviews that were scheduled in August. And it's 25,561 individuals got an interview scheduled for September, which leaves, I should say, 491,000 people still waiting. And so this is still a significant problem. Now, they're going in the wrong direction, obviously, right? They're scheduling fewer interviews. They should actually be going in the opposite direction here. So if you're out there and you're still waiting for your interview to be scheduled, you've got to consider whether you're able to get an expedited request for an interview. And in some cases, you might be able to get through. In many cases that we meet with via consultations, I tell people that, okay, based on the facts that you've shared with me, we could help you with this expedited request. Other times I tell people that, listen, based on these facts, you have a 50-50 chance of getting this approved so that you can get a faster interview. Contact us so that we could look at this issue for you to see whether your case is one that that we could assist you with getting an expedited appointment. Now, okay, so that's the latest. Let's jump into some Q&A. I'm going to get back into the chat here and see what you guys are saying. And hold on one second. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I could scroll through. If you enjoyed the update, give me some hearts, thumbs up, share this with folks in your feed. Okay, so has any date been announced for the registry? I have not seen a true date quite yet. No, I haven't seen it yet. Anything for dreamers? Dreamers, they're still, from what I understand, attached to whatever Plan B may very well be on this on the Senate side. Um, Not true because Africans can get the vaccinations. Okay. Do you have some data to share with me on that one? Share your data. Okay. People are asking about the dates for the registry. I don't have that. That's not made to be made public yet. Let's see. They have to do something about dreamers. I agree. They have to do something about a large number of people who are here in the United States who are undocumented today. Um, let's see. Married U.S. citizen. She didn't file for adjustment of status. Can I file for myself? Despite divorce, VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, which men can do as well, obviously, and we help men with this, allows you to apply for the green card on your own if you have been battered in your marriage or you suffered extreme cruelty in the marriage. Contact us so that we could talk with you further about that issue. Can the registry date be changed to 2020? They could change. They could change it, update it to whatever date they choose. Guys, by the way, they could do more aggressive things. They could fire the parliamentarian if they decide if, and they're not going to do it, but they could do that. They could fire her. They could ignore or overturn her decision by a simple majority vote of 51. They have the ability to do that as well. They've said they're not going to do that, so they're holding back on very aggressive actions that they could obviously take. But there's this frustration with the Democrats. It's like, do you want this or not? And they're acting like they don't want it, particularly Biden. But that's for another live session. I missed you. Where have you been? I've been here. I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere. Thank you for missing me, though. Um, Thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, so will the with the new Haitian TPS applicants receive LPI status in the new immigration reform? Well, LPI, which is the lawful prospective immigrant status, is a proposal that is under the U.S. Citizenship Act that Senator Menendez has introduced. There has been zero movement on that bill, which is why they were really pushing the version that I discussed with you about 2 weeks ago, that has since been shot down by the Senate parliamentarian. I'm not certain about the deadline. I know that they were really trying this week to do the meeting with this, to have the meeting with the parliamentarian, but I'm not sure what happened with that. I'm seeing all these conflicting reports about that. What are the options for someone who overstayed? Contact us so that we could look at your individual situation, to determine what we could do for you, if anything. TPS stand for temporary protected status. It's a designation that we put or give to certain countries that have faced humanitarian or major crisis, and so we pause deportation. Typically, we pause deportation to those countries due to the humanitarian or the environmental problem or political crisis that happened there. Trinidad, they provide updates actually on Facebook. Okay, the embassy there in Trinidad. So you want to follow them for their updates. They do live sessions. I've seen a couple of their live sessions there. But like every other embassy, they're prioritizing groups of people based on this tiered approach that the State Department has: immediate relatives versus everyone else who's in a family preference category and other categories. Anything for essential workers. I hear that essential workers is, it's still on the table. Still on the table. Let's see. Can we apply for adjustment of status, newly married? Um, Contact us, but generally the answer would be yes. Okay. Did you guys hear that? And this video will not be edited, by the way. It just won't be. But that's my dog. Okay. Do you have a link to the Texas office? Which Texas office are you referring to? But I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I would say Google search. Someone says I've been vaccinated from Ghana. Good. Yes. And I'm not, by the way, I'm not saying that, Africans are not vaccinated, like all Africans are not vaccinated. That's not what I'm saying here. The report that David issued just talked about the fact that there is a disparity. This will impact Africans negatively because based on the data alone in terms of the number of people in Africa who have been vaccinated. Okay, that's his point, and it's an advocacy standpoint, and so that's why I brought that to your attention. um Thanks for watching from Kenya. Are you guys hearing my dog bark? There's a lot of activity going up in front of our home here. um will spouse of Dreamers cover too in the pathway to citizenship? From what I understand from the proposal that I reported out to you on that passed out of the House committee, House Judiciary Committee, um, the spouse would be included. But again, they're not. It doesn't really look like they're advanced. They can't advance that, right? They've decided not to pursue that particular one. Okay. Let's see. Let me take one or two more questions before I jump off. When will the alternative proposal for immigration be issued? I'm not sure about that, but it should have happened this week. Um, Someone says that I love your speech. I believe you're a right person to help me right now. I have my mother case filed and got approval 2001 last 2010 last year. February. Okay, I'm confused by that. Contact us. Contact us for to see how we might be able to help you with that. Um, why is this process taking so long? The immigration proposal. Why is the immigration process still taking so long? I'm telling you, this thing could have been wrapped up, but it's politics. It's politics. I don't know how else to say it. Again, do they want it? That's what I'm questioning. Do they want it? If you want it, do it. Because if not now, when, right? Now is the opportunity. You have a lot of resources available to you. Although some are saying, well, they could bring the bill back next year during the lame duck session. That's also a possibility. But, they really need to have the backbone right now to do something aggressive and just get it done because a lot of people hopes are up, right? And they need this. Our economy needs it. That's my 2 cents. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much for being with me in this super cool forum. I enjoyed having you here. Again, call us or text us at 516-866-3900 to book your consultation. Book online during the weekend at McBeanLaw.com. Hope you guys have a terrific weekend. Share this with other people. Subscribe to McBean Immigration TV if you have not yet already done so, and hit the notification bell. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, and I will see you soon.